Did you enjoy that holiday?
Yeah, I enjoyed it still. There's one time actually, there was one girl on the beach and she knew you lot. She's from Streatham, I think, one light skin girl.
Streatham?
Yeah, some light skin girl. Anyway, she waved at me. So I didn't know she was you man though. So I walked over and I started talking to her. I just see these man circle. Like rotted.
We're not Lisa again. We're
they were like,
now.
right, hold on. So, but I still continued to speak to her because I was like, right, I can't show these man. I'm a little bit shook right now. Innit? So I'm talking to her and I was like, yeah, cool. And I walked off.
What kind of convo? Nervous, so blow.
My speech pattern changed.
Say you're my sister, yeah. If them man got some type of nervousness.
Yeah. I was talking to her, I was moving to her. When I see them man, I say, so yeah, you lot all right? You lot going out tonight? When I see them man, I changed my whole speech pattern. So yeah, but these man are, yeah.
We will have to take a man's. I said we take someone's passport that holiday.
That's mind games.
Yeah.
Yeah, you man was on stuff.
Yeah, we took someone's passport. No, God, they tried. I know you were gonna say that. Yeah, it just went mad.
Yeah, you man
So
was.
we tried to have a fight with a couple of the man, but not.
Yeah, you man was shutting down.
Got bad man. Yeah, you got bad
the man got back to us. Yo, we just had a what? You go find them. You get me?
That is mad.
Man burgled their yard and that took the passport.
Oh, is it?
Bare madness, yeah, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I didn't want none of that because I just come because I was there to the first time. I was like ripped, so I'm like, yeah, I want the gal them now. I'm ready. Do you know what I mean? And then when I get to the island, I see, shit.
So you were just ripped for a gal.
Yeah, that's what
Can't believe it.
That's all I cared about. Yeah, that's the first time. I'm like, yeah. Do you know what I mean? So, and then when I see like the man them on that side, I was like,
did you meet anyone that you liked out there? Any girls?
Yeah, every day, man. You're just drawing back things, and you know what I mean. So it's a different thing when you're young.
Condoms?
Yeah. Those girls, I didn't. I've always been scared, like I just bareback in anything. You know what I mean? I got to know her for a bit before I think. You know what I mean? Sometimes you get caught in a mistake, innit?
You know what I asked that, right? Yeah.
No,
because you put emphasis on your dad. You weren't a condom wearer and this one, that one. So in my head, naturally, I would want to think, so do you wear a condom? Not why for
Yeah,
that,
that's the thing.
But, you know.
Yeah, why block?
No,
Why
why
block?
block?
Why block that?
No, why
to
block
us?
that? No, yeah, block. But you understand what I mean?
Yes, I was
You know, because
thinking,
enough times.
Condoms, mad.
No. But
No,
big
it's
man
just-
thing.
I know
Wanting
You know
to
what
know
I mean,
if
innit?
he wears
Because
condoms.
enough times we criticise. Enough times we
Wanting to
criticise.
know if he wears condoms, mad.
No, but
That is mad.
yeah, it's mental.
Yeah, it's mental.
No, but you know what I'm
So
saying.
why block that before and
No,
after?
100%.
Not just after that.
I knew you about
Gotta get us ready.
That's mad. Yeah, but like I said, yeah,
mad as
yeah,
well.
no, not as bad, but it's bad. No, but you see sometimes like,
What's man saying? Man got a condom on now, yeah?
no, that's mind game.
That's what he
Yeah. Why would the guy mad?
wants to know
No.
If you got them in your pocket.
No.
Like, he
I
just
just
wants
wanted
to
to
know
know if yours.
if there's condoms around. So I don't know why, but he wants to know if there's condoms around you. I don't know why,
I didn't say
but
that.
he wants to know
I didn't say that.
if you've got. He wants to know if you've got condoms. If you get lucky,
it's my
if you get lucky tonight, have you got a condom?
No.
He wants to know. Because the way you talking about your dad, you better have a condom.
Yeah, 100%. That's you get what I mean. No, because
I get
sometimes
what you mean, but
when
that
we're
was mad.
not in a position, it's easy to say, you know what? If I was not as a son, a father, or them type of things, I don't know. I haven't even heard it if you got kids or whatever. Not
Yeah.
but when
Waiting for that.
Yeah, if you're judging somebody, and
We're
the
gonna
first-
get him.
No, but I'm saying
When
the
we
first.
hear about his child,
See, the
I wanna
first
know
person you went
how
hard
much of
on
a good
was your dad.
you
So
are.
I'm always in
If
the
you're
back
not a
of
good
my
dad,
mind
you're mental.
gonna be judging
Yeah, you know the ones there.
how you lived your life in comparison to if there was a reflection of it. So obviously you can't be outside doing raws, and that's your views on mine.
Yeah,
so
of course.
you know what I mean. So that's why I.
Do you have
But
children?
then it's like sometimes you the things you hate about your dad is
Exactly,
Apple don't fall too
yeah.
far from
Yeah,
the streets.
Like,
sometimes you just don't understand because you're not in
dads
that
are
position.
alcoholics, and then the child becomes an
Why for
alcoholic.
that? You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? So it happens. But in terms of do I have kids, I ain't got no kids.
I mean,
So
do
yeah,
you
there's
want
bare things you
children?
don't understand.
Wait. How old are you?
I mean, I don't even want to say.
No, but can you say 20s, 30s?
30s.
30.
Yeah.
You are 32 years old.
And he even knew as well. He was getting governed.
You are Batty, man. That's Vibes Cartel.
Yeah.
Say why you.
He was getting governed by his people before Vibes. They told him, like, behave yourself
Right for
outside.
that swing like.
With the
But you know
fatness.
that might be because of your dad why you don't want to have youths.
I don't want to have youths because.
You know that?
Why wasn't it because of his weight?
No,
I
no,
think it
no.
might be because of his dad.
I tell you
He
why.
had to wait for too
Because
long.
he don't want to.
Let him say.
He don't want to be end up like his dad, but go on. End up being his dad.
It's basically what I've realised is, like I said, a lot of men
Fire blanks.
just
Yeah, so you don't want to be like your dad, so you don't want to give
That's
life.
why.
There's
Anyway,
been
I'm
a
going
few,
mad, but-
yeah.
Go on.
There's been a few mistakes, so I know I'm not firing blanks. You see what I mean? But
That's what everyone that
choose-
ain't had. Everyone that hasn't had kids always say that. Though.
Yeah, but to choose,
There's been
but
a few
choosing not
mistakes.
to do it-
Where if it's a girl, yeah, they say, I've had a few fucking, what's it? Miscarriages.
Late, yeah,
You know, you get the
periods.
girl, they say, I've had a few miscarriages. No, you get them girls, they're like 40 something, they got no kids. Oh, I've had a few miscarriages.
No.
I swear.
Yeah, but not no. But there's some
No, but
people
some-
that are just that have us.
But choosing to do it yourself
That
is
they've
even
had-
worse.
Yeah,
What's
that's
that?
good.
But I
Because
don't-
you're
we
saying
don't
you don't
believe
want to
you.
be like your dad. But if
But
your dad wasn't your dad, you wouldn't even be here to be bursting, getting losing weight.
but that's fine though. That's if I weren't here, then I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
But you are here and you do know. So make youths know.
Why?
He said he don't.
Give them the opportunity to do what you're doing, living
Why?
life, enjoying
but-
yourself.
Why?
Time.
But like, remember what I was saying is, yeah, there's a lot of people that are told to have children, yeah, and they're not even good with children, but they still have them, and they're terrible dads
Yeah.
because that's what they're told to
You'll
do.
be a good one because you know what a bad one is.
No, but
I
if
don't
he
think I
doesn't
would
want to
be a
have
good
one, then
I don't think I would be a good one. That's why I don't
until
want
you
them.
have your own.
And then I know if I do have one, I'll put 100% into that child,
That's
which
why
is
it's
why
good, better you should have
I'm
one.
selfish. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, you know.
remember
like
the thing
who
with
I am.
the thing with guys, our biological clock ain't as mad as the gal.
As a
them.
woman's.
So he can be like this for a good next
For
10
li-
years. Then
Yeah. And
if
meet
it's-
somebody
you know
that
what I
will
mean?
just change your
But
whole
then-
Yeah,
outlook
they
on
make-
But
life.
isn't that
You know what
repeating
I'm saying?
history? Because the gap between you and your dad, the bridge that is built, isn't that by age? Where
I'm
you
only
haven't got that
repeating-
communication because you live in two different time zones.
Yeah, but I'm only repeating history if I have a child and I treat him like how I did with my dad.
But isn't that by getting bare old and then having a kid, you're repeating history?
No, because
why was his dad old?
no, my dad wasn't old when he
What's
had
he
it.
talking about? I just
No,
don't
he was in like
understand the
late
reason.
20s.
But when you get old,
Hmm.
you don't want to have none like your family that you created around you. You're just gonna get old. And
you know
by
the
your-
old?
No,
Do you know-
I'm
I'll tell you what
talking
it
when
is,
he's
yeah?
an old man because
I
you're
think-
living a life for what you're doing now.
I
You're
think,
up
yeah,
and down now.
Have
You're
you got
active
nephews and
now. You're a
nieces?
comedian now. But
That's
you see,
why.
once you start
See,
to settle,
it's 'cause he's
and
got
you
nephews
watch
and nieces.
everybody else with their families and stuff,
that
when
don't
you get
bother me.
older.
That doesn't
But what if
bother
you
me.
need your family? We all get old.